Hi friends, welcome to the Factogram. Before we get started, I request every one of you to please subscribe to our channel and also like, comment and share the videos so that it reaches the larger audience and everyone will get to know about this valuable information. So now let's get started with today's content. In this video, I shall tell you some unknown and craziest facts about our most favorite topic, solar system. Our universe is truly magical, dramatic, and scientific. If any weird thing came into the existence, we immediately realize and consider it as a wonder. The solar system is a magical place with its alien planets, mysterious moons, and strange phenomena. But many unknown facts about our solar system are still coming into the limelight as the days are progressing. Now let's look at a few of such interesting facts about our space and solar system. A few of these facts might already be known, but let's still visualize it for the people. Mercury is not the closest planet to the Sun. Many people know that Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, and it is less than half the Earth's distance. It is no mystery, of course, which is why people would assume that Mercury is the hottest planet. We know that Venus, which is the second planet away from the Sun, is on the average of 30 million miles, which is 48 million kilometers farther away from the Sun than Mercury. The natural assumption for all of us is that being the farthest planet, Venus must be cooler. But those assumptions can be dangerous as well. For practical consideration, Mercury has no atmosphere and no warming blanket to help it maintain the Sun's heat. But the planet Venus is surrounded by the unexpectedly thick atmosphere, which is about 100 times thicker than the Earth's atmosphere. This would normally help to prevent some of the Sun's energy from escaping back into the space, and it raises the overall temperature of the planet. But in addition to the Earth's atmosphere thickness, it is composed almost entirely of carbon dioxide, which is a potential greenhouse gas. This carbon dioxide freely lets the solar energy in, but it is much less transparent to the longer wavelength radiation emitted by the heated surface. Thus, the temperature rises to a level far above than what would be expected, which is why it is the hottest planet ever. In fact, the average temperature on Venus is about 875 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 468 degrees Celsius, and it is hot enough to melt tin and lead. The maximum temperature on Mercury, which is closer to the Sun, is about 800 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 478 degrees Celsius. In addition, the lack of atmosphere causes Mercury's surface temperature to vary by hundreds of degrees, whereas the thick mantle of carbon dioxide keeps the surface temperature of Venus steady, which hardly varies at all anywhere on the planet or any time of day or night. Rocks on Earth. There are a few rocks on Earth that came from Mars, and we didn't bring them here. So there are a few rocks found on Earth that came directly from the planet Mars. Scientists have concluded that this is true because those rocks contain the pockets of gases that are identical to the chemicals which are found on Mars. It is believed that these rocks have landed on the Earth from the Mars due to the fact that an asteroid has hit the Mars long ago, as a result of which there's a volcanic explosion happened on Mars that resulted into a few rock explosions onto its neighboring planet, Earth. You grow as much as 5 centimeters in space. Did you know that you will be able to grow by a height of 5 centimeters outside the space? This is true, as we know that there will not be any gravity outside the space, and without the weight of gravity holding you down, your spine will be able to expand to its fuller capacity in the outer space. Some people grow as much as 5 centimeters taller in space as compared to on the Earth. Skin peels off your feet in space. When you enter the space and land on any other planet or a star like Moon or Mars, you should definitely wear the socks or some layer of cloth that covers your foot. Due to the microgravity environment that is found in space, even the astronauts do not use their feet to walk. The reason is that the skin on their feet begins to soften and fall off. Astronauts always wear the same socks for the days at a time due to the lack of washing machines on space. When they do remove their socks, they have to be extra careful about it, otherwise, the dead chunks of skin will go flying everywhere. There are 5 lakh pieces of space junk floating around the outer space. Generally, if there's any waste or scrap at our home, we throw it into the dustbin and it later goes to the dump yard where all the scrap gets thrown. But where do we throw the same scrap on space? Space junk is generally defined as any man-made object that is floating around in space. Scientists estimate there are at least 5 lakh pieces of space junk floating in the orbit currently. This scrap includes the fragments from satellites and rockets, as well as the tools that are dropped during the construction of an International Space Station. There are more stars in the universe than sand on all the Earth's beaches combined. This is the most interesting fact to know. Do you know how many stars are there in our solar system? Even I do not know the number, but hearing the approximate number on this question would definitely leave you shocked. There are so many stars in our solar system that they even exceed the tiny grains of sand that is present on all the Earth's beaches combined. To let you know, just within our galaxy, the Milky Way, there are estimated 2,000 to 400 billion stars. Scientists predict there is an entire planet made out of diamonds. It may sound too glamorous and weird, but the researchers of Yale University have identified a rocky planet known as 55 Cancri that appears to be made out of graphite and diamonds. This planet has twice the radius of Earth and it is 8 times greater in weight than the Earth, and it is located 40 light years away that you can actually see 55 Cancri with the naked eye. There are footprints on the moon that won't disappear for 100 million years. Every single footprint left on the moon will remain solidified in time for approximately 100 million years. That is because there is no wind or water on the moon to erode and wash away the surface prints. The sun is trying to pull off planets towards it all the times. Gravity on the sun is so strong that it is constantly trying to pull the other planets towards it. The planets are also working so hard to pull in the opposite direction. As a result, the planets end up in sort of floating in the middle around the sun. The gravity of sun is responsible for keeping the planets in the orbit. Not every point of light in the night sky is a star. We all might have had a habit to go onto our home's roof and watch the stars around the sky at nights. But do you know that all those twinkling lights stretched out above in the sky are stars? They're actually not. They appear to be the stars, but not all of them were actually stars. There are man-made satellites, distant planets, moon, and faraway galaxies that give off such light that can make them appear as stars from all the way here on the Earth. At times, you can see Venus with the naked eye. Venus is the brightest planet in the solar system. It is due to the yellow clouds which are made of sulfuric acid that work to reflect the sun's light. If you know where to look, you can sometimes see the Venus with the naked eye. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please do subscribe our channel, share the video, like and comment.